You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we gonna have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips. I'm
great.
Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
Pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
that
a
part,
good
you
point.
know? And you're great.
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 You're great. You know who else is great?
Lucas.
Lucas, you're great.
Thank you. You guys are great.
Thank you. You got it right off the bat. Some people are confused.
It is a confusing thing to
It is
just
kinda
jump
confusing to
into.
jump in that
Welcome
way.
to the Hug Life Podcast. I'm Mike Coletta.
And I'm Monica Nevi, and this is our podcast.
We have a very special guest.
We do.
Lucas Seely is
Hey,
with us
guys.
today.
Hi. How are you?
Great. How are you guys doing? You guys
Very
are great.
good. Yeah, you're great. You're catching on so good.
That's the whole thing. We just
It is the whole thing.
find different ways to say that.
It's an
for
hour of
for an
that.
hour.
Get ready to paraphrase.
Oh, it's challenging.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, let's do some plugs right away.
Yeah.
Lucas, do you have some shows coming up that people might be interested in?
Yeah, tomorrow or today.
That's
On
the
Tuesday, I'll be
23rd.
at the Ha Ha Comedy Club in North Hollywood, and then Friday after Thanksgiving, I'm at the Comedy Store, 10:30.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
It's a good ones.
I'm at the Legacy Room in Chino on the 10th, and then go to ColettaComedy.com for everything else. That's the easy way to do it.
Oh, November 23rd, I'm at Tacoma Comedy Club for the Thanksgiving Eve show. Guess what? It's free.
Ooh.
Oh,
It's
I
a
did that
free
last
show?
year.
Was it fun?
Yeah.
I'm excited. There's two of them.
Yeah,
7:30
I did
and 10.
both of them last
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's free. So come check it out. 26th, I'm at Mobster Mike's in Bremerton. 27th, I'm at the Shakedown in Bellingham. And then the 1st through the 3rd of December, I am at the Comedy Underground. And then the Secret Show on the 2nd. Sorry.
It's okay. You can do as many as you want.
See How Super Secret Show. Midnight. December 2nd.
All right.
Be there.
Be there.
Fremont.
Technically 11:59 p.m.
Right.
Let's not get technical.
Let's not.
Yeah. You want to do... don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes.
Yeah, I know you guys are saving it all up for
Christmas.
our Christmas gift.
It's a Christmas gift. They're waiting. to
Mm.
do
I
it.
think
Mhm.
we have some reviews, but
Yeah.
I think a
We
lot of
need
them are waiting.
More.
Now that we're forcing them to do it.
And then also do all your holiday shopping on Amazon
Yeah.
through our banner.
Yeah.
Go to huglifepodcast.com, click on the banner, and then shop like you would, and then we get a kickback for that, and it's really helpful.
Yeah.
Pays for our internet and our hosting fees.
That's
what
great.
would you purchase on Amazon?
I'm
through the
going to
banner?
purchase some snowboard goggles,
Ooh, nice.
Fancy
outdoor
a DJ controller,
Ooh.
and I think that's it.
That's very specific, though. That's really
Yes,
good.
yeah.
We
You
never
got
have anything that
plans.
specific. We got to make stuff up
Well,
on top of our head.
Amazon actually sent me a $50 gift card out of like nowhere.
What?
I was like, who sent me this? And I was trying to think of like, yeah, I thought maybe like somebody just sent this to me as like a thank you or something like that. But the return address came straight from Amazon, and it said thank you from Amazon.
Like just because you used them a lot?
I guess so. And I'm
That's
not like
cool.
spending a bunch of money,
See, you
but
guys,
That's a nice
Amazon.
Christmas gift from Amazon.
I know,
What a
dude.
sweet thing. That's rad. I like
Hey.
it.
that's why I know what I was getting. I'm like, okay, snowboard go.
How can I use this?
Just searching immediately. What's exactly $50?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, you guys, Amazon. See, they're great.
Yeah.
Hey, Amazon. you
Oh,
guys
and
are
I'm
great.
also
Never
going to
change.
get this stuff called Recover. It's it helps you not get a hangover, or if you have a hangover, it helps get rid of it. It's like
Recover.
medical grade Pedialyte, so it like is 3 times drinking a Pedialyte. It's like drinking 3 of them, but it comes in a little pack, and you only put 8 ounces of water, and you drink it before you go to bed after you've been drinking, and you do not wake
So
up with
I'm
hangover.
dumb, and I've
That's
never done the
amazing.
Pedialyte thing. Does that work?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It works solid.
It's just more electrolytes. Is concentrated.
Oh, is it better than it's better than Gatorade probably
Yeah.
too?
Yeah,
It doesn't
way
have all
better.
the sugar that Gatorade
Yeah.
has, right? Which just makes it 10 times worse in the morning.
You can actually you can go to like a Walgreens or whatever and get the powder packs. Those are way better than actually getting the jugs.
Yeah.
Or you can just go on Amazon and get
there you go, and get
Boxes
the
of those,
yeah,
yeah.
do it. Buy it in bulk. Get it shipped to your
Yes.
house.
We're
Amazon
learning
now,
so much.
dude. Learn about hangovers.
You could send it to someone for Christmas.
yeah.
Send it to the drunk in
Especially-
your family for Christmas.
Yeah.
Especially all the drinking everybody does during the holidays.
Yeah.
It's great
Just
to have.
bring a box to Christmas and be like, here you
Hey,
go. Or
do you have a drunk
Thanksgiving.
uncle?
Thanksgiving.
Feel free to send them this Pedialyte
Yeah,
over
why
Amazon.com.
We all got to make it, you know?
Mhm.
Because we do Christmas Eve party or whatever, get together. And then we do Christmas morning, too. So you got to be able to do both.
Yeah, you gotta be able to
know?
roll over.
Yeah. I got to get up and make pancakes. There's a lot of things.
A lot of things happening. Yeah.
Also, we have T-shirts. MonicaNevy.com. Buy my stuff. You can get a T-shirt that says "You're great" on it.
That's what it says?
Yeah, it does.
Or
It says
there's
you're
another
great.
one that says "The Hug Life chose me."
Yeah.
So.
They're fun.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling good.
And I'll send it to you. I'll mail it to you if you need me to.
It's all the plugs. Is there anything you want to plug just in life?
I have
Oh yeah.
a shirt on my website.
Yeah, plug it.
My website is Lucas Dude, but it's Lucas with a K.
Lucas with a K.
Lukas Dude. And I have my T-shirts that say, it's a little Asian dude, and he's holding a fork, and it says, "Wanna fuck."
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
That's awesome. That's a great Christmas
That's a good
gift.
plug. It's a good friend. Get it for your
also,
uncle.
what about your show? Your cooking.
Oh,
The
yeah,
other
cooking.
day.
You were a guest on it.
I wore a banana suit.
Yep, I wear a monkey suit. I do a live cooking show on facebook.com/Lukas.Seely. And it's just, because I listen to music all the time when I cook, and I like to sing, and I just like, that's my zone when I'm cooking. And then one day I was just like, I'm going to turn on this Facebook Live. It just like the feature, I was like, oh, I'll do this. And people thought it was fun, so I just kind of continued doing it.
It was really fun to do, and we made something that I could never make on my own. He's like, do this.
What did you
I'm like,
make?
Got it. We did Asian glazed beef.
Yeah, and the Asian
Right.
glazed
That sounds really good.
beef.
with
Sounds really good.
rice.
I'm really hungry right now, so this is
Brown
really
sugar, glazed brown sugar.
Talk slower.
Yeah.
This is good.
It was
This is
good.
good.
I was
I like this.
I was impressed with myself, honestly. I was like,
Ew.
"Ooh,
She did a great
who
job.
made this sauce? It was me.
I made
in a
this
banana
sauce.
suit.
Who's the sauce
And
person?
we listened to Christmas music, which some people weren't super happy about. But
I know, man. People
This was like weeks ago.
are still upset about, like, they get mad if you mention Christmas.
I know.
I've been ending a lot of my
early.
emails with Merry Christmas, and people are like, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. I'm like, in my head,
It's close.
already-
it's
Yeah.
Christmas.
You guys are very similar in that aspect. Do you watch Christmas movies at random?
Oh, no, not at random. I watch them mostly on Sunday nights right now, up until December.
He's got a schedule.
Really?
Yeah.
See, she doesn't have a schedule. She's just freelance whenever she wants to.
Well, Sunday's my day to usually just kind of not do anything and
Yeah,
just
to
watch.
hang out.
Yeah.
Well, I spend more time not doing anything, and that usually includes Christmas movies. I try to wait until they're not there, but then there's been multiple times where they walked in, and I'm just like, ooh, hey,
I'm like, damn it.
oh, you want to stick around for Santa Paws too? No?
Absolutely
Okay. Our listeners have heard about Santa Paws because I gave them
That's a great
a
movie.
very.
I downloaded the...
You're the only person I've ever said that to that's like, oh yeah, I really like that one. Like no one else has ever seen it.
Are we going to do good news? Well, that was a fast plugs,
wanna
just so
do-
you know. That's the
Yeah, I
fastest
think we're
plugs we've
getting-
ever done.
I think we're getting pretty good at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to?
Are you going to lexically embrace anybody?
I don't. Gabe, just Gabe Bodden. He's the best.
You're the best, Gabe. Never change.
I'm doing a show, right? Yep, in Centralia, December 9th.
Right.
This is me
Just
booking
a
it right
thumbs up
now.
from behind the couch.
But Gabe's awesome, and that's going to be a fun show, and he's here, right? He happens to be here. But I do appreciate him and his photography work. Amazing.
Yeah.
What is it?
He took that picture of Jordan right there.
My headshot that I've been using, where I match the white background. That Gabe took that, and I really like it. So
Nice. Are you ready for it?
that's all I got. Yes. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, good news.
I tell good news stories right now. This is my part of the podcast. You ready for it? Dramatic decline in dementia seen among older adults in the U.S. So dementia, it used to be the numbers were, this is in the year 2000, 11.6% of older people had some form of Alzheimer's disease, dementia, or whatever. It is down to 8.8%, which doesn't seem like a lot, but that's like a quarter decrease in 12 years.
Yeah. That's
So they're thinking there's something that's in people now that is making it so they don't get Alzheimer's disease. So
Is
they're
it
trying to
like-
find out what that is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it like what they're eating, or is it?
Yeah, they
just
don't know.
like-
That's the
'cause
only.
that runs in my family.
Oh, well, they just
Yeah.
noticed that it's gone down. So this is exciting. They don't know why yet. This is just
good.
the excitement
It's
drop.
good-
Like, hey,
good
it's
stuff.
going down.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's a good one.
Does that make you feel good?
Yeah, it makes me more hopeful. For
Yeah.
knowing how to get out of grocery stores later in life.
All right, here we go. This one is kind of one of those ones that gets a little depressing and then gets really good. Texas school community surprises beloved crossing guard with funds to like afford his prosthetic leg repair. So he lost his leg because he was a child soldier as
Holy
like
shit.
15 years old, and now he's a crossing guard. in Houston, Texas, and they decided to all pull their money together to get him a new prosthetic leg. He was a child soldier when he was 15 years old in Ethiopia.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
But now he's a crossing guard
That's awesome.
with a new prosthetic leg.
Yeah, I watched one of those videos, kind of a similar thing where they had a janitor who worked at this high school for years, and they just surprised him with something, like a plaque or something at the school. And he thought he was going into the gym to clean up a mess, and then all the students were there and like surprised him.
Oh, that's
with
rad.
a big plaque and like a jacket.
Dude.
And it was pretty cool. I freaking cried, man.
No, that's solid cry stuff right there.
Right?
Good cry.
You
That's
watch
good
it and you're
cry.
like, damn it. That's like the only thing that makes me cry is that stuff when people are being nice. Oh, God.
You guys want some cookies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want a cookie for sure.
Go. Good news. You got another one?
Yeah, I do. A mechanic modifies and donates a car to help pay for surgery to allow a young refugee girl to walk for the first time. This is in Canada. Didn't know this. She came as a refugee from Lebanon, and you don't have health insurance immediately when you move to Canada. It takes a little bit.
Hey, everybody that tried to leave.
But they have to do this. They have to do this surgery now. So what the guy did is he took an Audi because he owns a repair shop, and he modified it like crazy, and then he essentially flipped the car and sold it for more to pay for her surgery that's going to allow her to walk again because she has cerebral palsy.
Okay, there you go. You guys have
Yeah.
free health care, and then when it doesn't work, you're just so goddamn nice.
Right?
Fucking Canada.
Canada,
Oh,
it's
Canada.
the best. So, yeah.
Did you hear that? That was pretty good. I didn't mean to do it.
Oh, Canada.
I just said, oh, Canada.
Canada. You stand on guard for these?
Oh,
This is so exciting.
Mexico and Bryce to Lucas for
We're making cookies. And I think that's going to be good for now. That's my
Hey,
good
guys.
news. That's 3 stories.
That was good news.
Good news. That's good. That felt good. That was a good segment.
All
I
right.
feel alive.
We're ready to positive spin.
Yeah, I'm going to
So
eat
if you
cookies.
so we're going to take a topic. You're going to help us, obviously, talk positively about it. And I picked it for you because you're going to be able to give us more insight on this. Because a lot of people don't like this. They complain about doing it. They rather go out, I guess. I don't know, but cooking. Like, I like to cook, but I only started doing it for financial reasons. Like, you just save money when you do it. But, Michael, how do you feel about cooking?
I like it.
You like it?
It leads to eating, so I'm into that.
Well, that's not what I'm asking.
Do I like the process of it?
Yeah.
I do enjoy the process of it. I'm just really lazy, so a lot of times I just bail on it. I only know how to make like 5 things.
That poses issues sometimes.
It really does.
You get tired of eating the same
Yeah,
thing?
I just added buffalo wings to that list, though, so that's pretty good. Make pretty good oven buffalo wings. You've had them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they're like.
They're pretty good.
Thanks. Yeah.
So what do you got? How do you convince people that don't like to cook why it's a good thing besides finances?
Well, I don't even know. Oh, it's more, I guess, the health thing. So a lot of people always
that's a
ask,
good
like,
point.
yo, man, you party so much. How do you stay so fit? I'm like, well, one, I work out, but also, like, during the weekdays, I eat pretty good. And I cook, so I know what's actually going into my body. I think that's very important.
Yeah.
You know, because when you go out to eat, boogers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boogers can be in your... that's not healthy.
No, you shouldn't eat boogers.
But if you
Boogers
cook...
are not
There's one
healthy.
thing you should take away from this podcast tonight. It's don't eat boogers, you guys. Also, Pedialyte if you're hungover. But boogers first.
Because if you cook, at least your food booger free, or if there is a booger, it's yours.
Yes, that's
you
true.
know?
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
not some random booger you're
That's
putting
how
into
I
it.
convince. I mean, like if I cook for myself and then I find hair in it, I'm like, that's my hair. Like I'll just
Yeah.
move that. My hair is literally all over everything else I own, so that's fine. But if you're at a restaurant, you're like, all right, whose
Yeah.
hair is this? How clean is your hair?
I usually think it's mine, though, anyway. I just shed it into it. That's what I think when I'm in a restaurant. That's how I convince myself it's okay.
You're like,
And then I
this
just
is
power
fine.
through.
Dude, got
Yep.
it. Yep.
That's why I do it.
Health reasons. That's a great.
Mostly health
point.
reasons and just like, mostly the financial side.
Yeah. What's the cheapest thing you think you can cook? For a while, I thought it was pasta, but there's probably something cheaper because rice is super cheap, right?
Well,
For how much you get at a time, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously ramen is like probably the cheapest thing you can cook, but
It's not the best.
you know what
for
really got me on the cooking? Well, one, my parents own restaurants, so I just grew up around it. But then I moved to Seattle and lived on my own, and I didn't really think about it. I would go and eat out all the time, and then one day we're at this place called Ranch 99. If you guys heard of it, it's like an Asian
I
supermarket.
think I've heard of that place before.
It's like the Asian Ralph's.
Yeah.
Or Safeway, you know.
Based in your region, yeah.
Yeah. But I was with my buddy or my roommate, and he was grabbing something for his girlfriend, and I was like looking around, I'm like, dang, dude, like I know these sauces. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know how to cook, dude. And so, like, it's like these powers that I forgot that I had.
They came back?
Yeah, they came
like
back.
A superhero origin story.
Yeah, it's
I
like
like
an
it.
origin story.
Your superhero powers.
And so I was like, whoa, I can cook this and this. And then like that's when I really started cooking. And then I would just like to look up recipes and like I teach myself how to cook stuff.
See, I think that's a really fun part. Like when I first started, it was just because like now I had to cook for myself all the time. But then you get bored of what you're eating. So you're like, oh, I got to try something. I don't know. I was really excited to do your show because I was like, there's no way I would ever like figure out how to do this. But then when we did it, I was like, oh, this is actually easier than I thought. So it is easier and you can learn like a ton of different stuff. I think it's cool.
Yeah, you learn, you know, what sauces go with what. And, you know, I can pretty much go in anybody's kitchen and cook up something just with decent.
Is that a challenge?
It is. Like I was able to I was making barbecue sauce, and usually, you know, you can make it out of just some stuff like ketchup, you know, and it requires some sugar. But my buddy didn't have sugar, so I took the sugar out of the Coca-Cola to make.
How do you take the sugar out of Coca-Cola? Do you
just reducing
reduce
it
down?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. That seems intense. I liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So you can make a lot out of nothing, you know.
Yeah.
Which is just little knowledge.
Yeah.
That's true. That's why I like watching Chopped. Oh God, I love Chopped so much.
Yeah. Do you watch cooking shows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all of
Like
them,
that?
but I watch a lot of them.
I don't know. As people who like actually like to cook, I don't, you know, I don't watch stand up all the time.
It's the same. Yeah, you know, I was going to say that's for things that I do a lot. I don't like to watch it a lot.
Right.
So I don't like to watch stand up a lot. And I don't like to watch cooking shows much. I don't know why.
Yeah, maybe that's why we liked watching the cooking shows so much. We've
Dude, I love
watched all of the ones that
Good
you can
Eats might
stream.
be one of my favorite television shows of all time.
Oh, that's a
Alton
good
Brown
one.
Yeah, and we found that on Netflix when we first moved here, and that was an issue for a while. Just all the time. I
That one,
just want to
and
watch
what
it all
was
the
the
time.
one before that?
We watched Food Truck Race. We watched that. But there was also that, what was the one with, it was, it wasn't, what was it? It was with Mitch, right? We would watch that one with Mitch.
Yeah, but
It wasn't Food Truck Race?
The food truck race one, the guy Sean Felipe is a stand-up.
Really?
Who owned the Spam Truck.
oh,
Yeah.
actually, I think I've heard.
Yeah,
that
he's a
story
comic.
outside of watching it,
Wow.
that somebody, it was still Alton Brown that hosted it, and then they'd have the chef come in. It was the one where they.
Cutthroat Kitchen.
Yep, that one.
That was it.
Let me slowly
There
describe
we
it.
go.
I really liked that one because that's kind of what it is, where it's like, here's a bunch of shit
Yeah,
and
a lot of
you
it
only have a
now,
little bit
most of the
time.
food shows they really have two formats. It's either going out and checking out places, like food porn type of stuff.
Like diners,
Yeah,
drive-ins,
yeah,
and dives.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
exactly. And then competitions.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is so
Seems
competitive.
stressful.
Just like comedy. Everyone has competitions.
Yeah, people like
Makes them
people like
so
that drama, I
lovable.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's an easy way to just create drama super fast without
Yeah.
thinking about it too much.
I mean, when I was on a food show, a cooking competition show.
What show?
It's called On the Menu. It was on TNT with Emeril Lagasse and what's that dude from Home something?
Home Improvement.
No,
Home Depot. I'm
the
just kidding.
guy was like this. Hey, and he would fix people's homes and he'd cry at the
Oh,
end.
like Extreme Home Makeover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
With that
I don't
guy.
know who is
What's
that?
I don't know his
I don't know his
I
name.
freaking forgot his name.
What's that
I just
dude's
remember
name?
his face.
I know you
The blonde guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I was on this, and you know, the producers encourage you, you know, create
like,
drama.
Be dramatic.
Yeah.
Because I always wonder, like, we'd watch Cutthroat Kitchen and people would be, like, saying shit or, like,
Yeah.
taking stuff out of their baskets or, like, fucking around. And you're like, yeah, that seems...
I don't think I get in trouble now. I think I'm out of my contract, but there'd be times where we'd have our stations and we're cooking, and they were like, hey, go over to so-and-so station and say something to her. Make fun of her or
And you're like, hey,
go
girl.
distract her or something. And so I had to go over there and look like a jerk. You know?
Because they asked you to do it.
Yeah.
That's rude. I don't like that.
They cut it to make me kind of look like a ding dong, which kind of sucked.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
great.
dumb. How did you do in it? Can you tell people? How
I
you
was a
did?
runner-up.
That's rad. That's
Yeah.
good.
It was pretty cool.
I've seen pictures from it.
It was a fun experience. I really enjoyed it.
And everyone knows how much of a baller you are in the kitchen now.
Maybe.
Kitchen baller.
Kitchen baller.
Kitchen baller. Sounds
I'm not like a super, like, I can't, you see some of these people and they do all these magical things. Like, I'm just a basic good home cook. You know?
Yeah, which is I think that's all you need. You don't have to be a crazy. Like I can't do shit, so I'm like so it's like pasta, eggs, or chicken wings is pretty much what I got. That's about it.
That's where it all starts, though.
Variations of those
Yeah.
things. Yeah. Does it ever like help you with the ladies?
You know what? Here's a funny thing. I was thinking about this when I was cooking for Gabe today because I cooked just for him. Trying to think. I think one time in the last 3 years, I cooked for a female just for her. Because I have this weird thing, like cooking to me is it's something special, because my family, they came to America and from a refugee camp in Laos, and then food was our way to really connect with the community, and that's what helped my parents make money, was selling food. So food has kind of always been this like I don't maybe sacred thing, I don't know, but it's special to me. So when I cook for somebody, I feel like I'm only going to do it for a certain person that I care about,
Right, if they're really
especially a female.
special. So
You hear that, ladies? You
So I
better
wanna-
care about you.
So to me, it's like
what was that?
I just thought I was just going to use an example, but I was dirty.
We're gonna be dirty.
You can be dirty. There's no censorship.
Oh, okay. Just like some girls will only give blowjobs to their boyfriends, right?
and not
you
just to,
only
like,
cook
dudes
for
with-
your girlfriend.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just not going to just fucking throw it out,
Right.
cook all the time.
You're not
Like
just
this is something
going down
special.
on anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this will go down on anybody.
Yeah, I
So
like that.
That's right. That's good. That's a good
In
policy.
both scenarios, you got to be careful about what you put in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. There you go. That good. Wrap it up. Good job.
Good.
Good job
It is
wrapping that all up.
the mouth is a sacred place, you guys.
but I do love cooking. So like I wouldn't mind cooking for like all of us. But
you
if
did. You made cookies.
oh yeah, how to
Yeah.
make the cookies. Like I'm not really good
They
at
were
baking.
from scratch. Don't tell anybody.
They're deliciously scratchy.
They were so scratch. You have no idea.
Scratchy cookies.
Oh, these cookies are so scratchy.
I mean, that'd be a great bakery. Scratchies.
Scratchies?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Scratchy's Bakery. I
Yeah.
like that.
Everything made from scratch.
Yeah.
Can I tell you,
Would
I-
they think that you like itch?
Because it's so damn
Just-
good.
yeah, just you like fiending for it. Yeah.
Everyone here has eczema that works in this place.
It's like what your logo is just some
Scratching.
dude scratching his
He's like,
neck.
Dude, can I say an unpopular comment? I think it's really hard to be a good bakery. I feel like an actual good.
Yeah, I think so
Good
too. You have to
bakery.
be really specific, I think.
Yeah, you got to be like, this is our thing we're really good at and nothing else, which is hard because a lot of bakeries, I feel like, try to do it all. And I'm like, no, you can't.
Do you go in and tell them?
Yeah, I'm like, hey, man, you can't do this.
can't do this.
Sorry about it.
That's why I like cooking
Croissants
better
are
because it's a
garbage.
little bit looser. I feel like you can kind of
Yeah.
be like, I like the way this tastes with a little bit more or whatever. But with baking, I feel
more
like you can
chemistry.
screw the whole thing
Yeah,
up
if
by
you
adding the wrong
exactly.
thing.
If you put a little bit too much, it can mess up the whole thing, and you can't necessarily go back and fix it. Where with cooking, you could be like, you don't need to do some of this. That's it.
right, yeah. Exactly.
Dude, when I was
Like
in Boy Scouts, very, very briefly,
Is-
my dad was
Is
tasked.
there a baking patch?
Yeah, my dad was there was a cooking patch, and my task was to make the troop oatmeal cookies. And my dad and I put way too much water in, and they were like these flat oatmeal pancakes. And I took them, and anyway, my mom was just like shaking her head. I'm like, well, she's like, well, I'm not buying you more ingredients. I'm like, well, I guess this is it then. And I got the badge because it's like an effort thing,
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
So this just the old Alaska oatmeal pancake.
Old Alaska oatmeal pancake, yeah, watery oatmeal pancakes. I don't even know how to. It was like a cookie if it was really frail, flat, and like the size of this plate. Like it was like this big and just perfectly flat. Like you just poured oatmeal on a dish. And
Did
then,
it
I've done that a
taste
lot. Where I just after I'm done, I'm like, oh man,
yeah, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But then you feel like you have to eat them anyway because you're like, I made this, so I gotta go for it.
This is oh my god. That's the shitty part about baking is that you take it out and you're like, well, fuck, that's what that looks like. My
Yeah.
grandma texted me and she goes, I tried to make cookies today, and I was like, all right, how'd it go? And she goes, I burnt them and I can't get them off the pan. And I was like, all right. And then the next thing I know, she texts me and she goes, I put them at the end of the driveway with a free sign. And I was like, what? And she goes, what they don't know is that they have to take the whole pan with them. Like, that's like what it is. Figure out, you got to find stuff to do.
Yeah,
Just, then they put them in the freezer. That's what happened. Grandpa was like, put them in the freezer. And then they came off.
If you're old and you don't care anymore and you're retired, you should just start cooking all the crazy shit you've always wanted to eat.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, that's your thing now. You can just do that. No one's going to stop you.
Yeah.
I like to cook things where I would see either something on, one of the food shows or something, or at a restaurant. Like, I can duplicate that.
Dude, that's gotta be tough, is duplicating stuff. I've never tried to do that before.
Dude, with the internet now, it's like so easy to find any recipe that you want.
What's crazy to me is, so when I was a kid, it was all like, how do you make the cheddar garlic Bay Biscuits from Red Lobster? Like, how do you do it? And now they just sell the thing. You can make...
I know, dude.
Mitch, yeah. Yeah, you have it? Yo, you have it right there. Yeah, he's got it on his fridge.
He's got him on his fridge.
Mitch made him one night, and it was exactly like in the restaurant. Like, it was perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, why are we even going there anymore? You can just get them at home.
And it's like $2.
Yeah, it's so cheap.
And you can make so many.
Right.
So it's so stupid. Like, why would you even go to Red Lobster anymore? What are you doing, Red Lobster? Why are you?
Yeah, that's so funny because my roommate likes to go out to eat a lot, and I'm just like, dude, like we can make a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, for way cheaper.
And it's a lot more fun too when it's your own creation.
For me, it's like steak. Like, why would you go out for a steak? You can make one at home for like a fourth of the price if it's really good. You know what I mean? Like, it's so easy.
It is.
Yeah. I like steak.
I like steak too.
Yeah, I eat a lot of steak at home.
Steak's good. That's what's cool is you can eat like a king if you eat it at home.
You're right about, so maybe that's why cooking used to have this stigma of like it's a lot of work because there was like cookbooks and stuff like that, but I can look up on my phone 10 different recipes for the same thing and pick what I think is the best. That's why I do the bacon the way I do, because I found that on the internet.
No, yeah, I heard about baking. Bacon is so much better, and it is so much better.
But
it was perfect what you made yesterday.
You put it in right when you turn the oven on instead of waiting for it to preheat, and it's like perfect. Like, it makes it crispier. And I found that just on somebody who was like, do this. And I tried it and I was like, you're right. This is great. So it's just so easy to find stuff like that.
Burnt bacon in a pan. Just
dude, like the last week I just been, because I'm cooking Thanksgiving dinner here and invited a bunch of comics. And like the last week I just been like online just reading all different ways to cook the turkey and like all the sides and things like that. Oh.
Are you doing like all of it yourself or other people?
Most of it, yeah.
Stuff?
Not the pies or anything.
You had deep fried turkey?
No, I've had it, but I've never made it myself.
That's what I had. It's good. Like, I've had it, but I've never made it myself. But it seems like the process of it just seems so intense because you have to go, like, people say do it outside. They never say do it in your house.
Yeah,
it's just like,
we did it outside.
Oh man,
my grandpa was into it. We made one in the oven and then one in the deep fryer, and then he tried to make his own like potato chips. Like, he sliced up potatoes, but he made them too thick. It's a fun time at the Nevy household. I'll tell you.
That's what actually happened when I went to the Thanksgiving like 3 years ago. Is they made an oven one and a deep fried one in case the deep fried one like screwed up.
Then we ended up with so much turkey. My family isn't that big. Like, there's two.
I'm gonna cook my turkey in a turkey bag.
Oh yeah, I think that's what my mom.
What's that?
does.
What is that?
It's a Reynolds turkey bag, and the process is cooks it faster and keeps all the juices and moistures.
Oh, does it come in the bag when you get it?
No, you got to buy the bag separately, and then you put like, all the tarragon, rosemary, all that stuff in it.
Ooh.
And then the night before, I'm gonna make a mixture of like herbs and butter, and then I'm gonna lift up the skin and put it inside.
Oh yeah.
Just let it sit in there. So it's
gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this whole process.
I love turkey. Like, Thanksgiving turkey is like my favorite thing. For my graduation party from college, we had a turkey because I was like, this is my favorite, and people think I'm crazy. So people like ham better. I don't
really?
know. Yeah.
I haven't had a ham in a while.
I think turkey is greater than ham because gravy. That's why.
Like that you said greater than ham, like it's a math.
Yeah, it's a math problem.
It's a math problem.
It's definitely science, what I'm saying. And, but I like ham. Like, I feel like it's different. Like, it depends on what leftovers you want. Like, turkey.
That's true.
Like,
I love turkey sandwiches.
I like turkey sandwiches, but also my friend's mom would make turkey tetrazzini, which is like this pasta bake with turkey in it.
Chicken tetrazzini.
And it's like so good. And you can't do that with ham. Like, ham you could make like mac and cheese with ham though, but It's like, what is your fancy for leftovers? I think about leftovers before I think about eating it.
Before I even make the thing, you're like, what is this going to be
My
like?
My favorite is to make little sandwiches. Take the rolls and then you put the potatoes.
Like the sweet roll and then put some butter
roll
in
everything in
it. Yeah, so
I do that. We eat, and then we still hang out a little bit. So then I'll go back for leftovers in the same day.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys eat Thanksgiving dinner like at 4 or 3?
No, honestly, we do it at like noon.
Really?
My family's real weird. We just can't wait to spend time with each other. We used to start. I think we started at like 11 because I used to have to come from basketball practice in college and then go to Thanksgiving, and so they were already there.
Dude, I'm going to a restaurant for the second year in a row. I'm kind of.
Wait, do you know what restaurant you're going to?
It's a steakhouse in Tampa.
Oh,
I don't know what it's called off the top of my head. I skipped out their menu, but they didn't have like their Thanksgiving thing listed yet. They probably have it listed now. I should check.
Do you think they'll have turkey?
I hope
do
so.
They have like prime
they probably have
rib
prime
or
rib if
something?
it's a steakhouse,
Is
but
that
they'll
a
probably have
thing?
turkey. When you go to a restaurant for Thanksgiving, they usually have turkey and then something else. Like they have like 2 options. My thing is, if it's buffet, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I'm gonna get so excited.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think I've ever not.
it?
I think I've never spent Thanksgiving by myself before. I think I've always been with somebody.
I
Or, like,
don't think
somewhere.
I've ever done it not with my family. So
I spent Christmas by myself twice. It was the most depressing thing.
See, I might do that this year because I booked all this stuff up in Seattle thinking my girlfriend would be there and my parents, and my mom is leaving on a trip and my girlfriend's going on a trip, and I forgot she was. Like, she told me this and I just completely spaced it, so now I'm just like, am I just going to go to the movies on Christmas Day? Like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
And this was before I knew that people would go out and drink on Christmas. Like, I remember one year I couldn't afford it, and I was sitting at my place in Seattle, fucking crying. My family called me on speakerphone. Hey, we miss you. And I'm like, I watched all the Star Wars 1 through 6.
I tried to do that one Christmas Day, and I could not do it. It's tough. You got them all through all of them, though?
Yeah. I made tacos.
Ooh.
Christmas tacos.
Christmas tacos. And I was like, I was sad, dude. My roommates were gone. And then the second time was when Seattle had that huge snowstorm.
Oh yeah.
And my flight was, I couldn't get on a flight. And so I had to go back to my apartment, and then I was stuck there because no taxis could get me, nothing. So I was stuck in my apartment for like 2 days.
Yeah, I went to school in Seattle during that time, and my parents had to come and get us from school. Like I couldn't.
That must have. When was this? Do you
This
guys
is
remember
like
what year it was?
2000.
My freshman year in college, I think so.
2007, 2008.
Yeah.
So
2008,
I must have been back. I don't know what I was doing there for. I was at college then, but I don't know where I was
it
for
always
Christmas.
snows in Pullman, anyways. Right?
Yeah, that's they actually. It's funny because if it snows like in Alaska, it's always handled. Like they just have so many plows and so much salt and everything. Like you can fly in and out of Alaska.
That was like
whenever you want.
That was like the first time it got really like controversial of how they were like taking care of the streets in Seattle with the salt or the sand or whatever the fuck. Because that was, I think, the first time in a while they had really.
It was
do that.
so much snow. I went snowboarding down Fremont Avenue.
That's pretty rad. Though.
Took my snowboard, and there was fresh powder, and I just
no cars.
I had a broken ankle at the time, and I was in a boot, and so I was like, well, I'm still gonna go outside though, like it's snow, I'm into it. So I like electrical taped a plastic bag around it because there's like a space in the front, and snow would get inside of my inside of the boot if I didn't. So I'm just like hobbling around Capitol Hill with a plastic bag taped to my boot. It's a good time.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
We are at 33 minutes. Should we do the top 5 turnaround?
Yeah, are you ready?
So this is a game we play, and you and I are on a team right now.
Okay.
Isn't that exciting?
So I'm going to give you the... Oh, God damn it. This is far away from my head now. I'm going to give you the 5 worst of something. You guys got to tell us why it is a good thing. So this one, I know you're going to be with a lot of comics. You're going to be with some different family.
Hopefully.
Different
We'll see what happens,
family.
yeah.
I'll be with my family. These are the worst topics to talk about at Thanksgiving. We're going to skip politics and religion because I feel like that's already
overdone. Yeah.
Yeah. And with your family, it's probably not as big. Well, I don't know. I know people who aren't even going home this year for Thanksgiving because they don't want to be around their families and talk about politics.
Yeah.
Which seems crazy. But so why should we be talking about these topics at Thanksgiving. That's what
All
your
right.
angle. Are you ready? All right.
I'm ready.
Number 1, other people's kids. So you're like correcting, criticizing, maybe
Why you should be judging other people's kids or talking about other people's kids?
talking about other people's kids.
I think because if you have kids, your kids are going to look awesome compared to their kids. Boom.
So you're pointing it out. You'd be like, look at this
Look at
fucking
this
asshole.
fucking idiot. Yeah, that's what you do. That's how you make it look better.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you don't have kids,
Yeah.
why you should be talking about other people's kids is so it's a reason to, like in my case, it would be, oh, that's why I shouldn't have children.
No, so
Like,
you're
yeah.
just reaffirming.
Or
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
just
you could just be
reaffirming
like,
my case.
I'm learning right now
Yeah.
things not to do as a parent,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's right.
You're like, thanks, sister, for
Yeah,
teaching
like
me how to
how-
not be a
One thing I learned
shitty
that I'm
parent.
not going to do as a parent, and I've learned this from I'm a mall walker.
I love walking around malls. That's a good thing.
Is that my kid will not be one of those kids that consistently have boogers hanging out of their nose. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like, how can parents
tell
just sit
'em.
there like, yo, your kid's got like hella boogers, yo?
Which is funny because you see someone, for example, with a dog, and if that dog has one little thing on their eye, like they're getting it immediately. But
Yeah.
if it's their kid, they're just like free reign, let it flow.
Yeah,
Like,
dogs
whatever.
are better than kids. We've
Yep, we've been over this a
No,
lot.
but I'd like, because when I worked with the kids, you'd always, hey, you should go get a tissue or whatever, and then they just go and like wipe it off on their sleeve, and you're like, all right, or that, whatever.
Oh man, some of these kids just have,
So great.
and especially in Montana where it's cold and
It runs down.
Oh yeah, and
just-
you don't know.
This straight no, the kids are just like straight like green icicle noses, and parents are just like, well, we'll fix it later. I'm like, oh,
Fix it now, you gross people.
so yeah, my kids will never have popsicle boogers.
So
there you
it's-
go.
Okay, so you're learning what
Not to do.
with the kids.
I like that. Yeah,
and
It's
you're
good.
pointing it out.
We nailed that.
Exes, talking about your exes, their exes, anything. We're in a
Well, I think it's good to talk about people's exes because then, well, I haven't had one, so this feels weird. But if
I appreciate you diving right in.
yeah,
though.
but it's like, oh, my life isn't so bad. Like it makes you feel good because their ex situation is terrible.
I will say that on
Is that
this
good?
end
That
of
works.
it, in that I had a relationship where they were like part of the family, came to holidays and stuff, and now that's not the case. I have had my drunk aunt be like, hey, what happened there? They were hot. And I was like, that's not, you shouldn't say that. Like, hey, your ex is hot. And, oh, I know. They're all going to be hot, Aunt Kathy. Just deal with it. Like, it's
Take
not-
that, Aunt Kathy. You
Yeah,
hear
I was
that?
like, God damn it.
She just put Aunt Kathy on blast right
Yeah.
now.
She doesn't listen
She's
to
a
this,
listener.
but my cousin
She
does.
is.
But we do have like a new recent breakup of someone who used to come to holidays and now won't. So like, we got to be careful. I think my family.
Yeah. I don't know. What about you?
You talk about, you say, man, you know, when one door closes, no one opens, you know?
That's what you say?
Yeah.
He's always keeping it
You're just
positive.
reassuring and nicer.
Yeah.
That's
That's
good.
good.
Yeah.
Well, and then you can, you know, if there's a new relationship, I guess you can say like, oh, it's a good thing you got out of that.
Plus,
other
in
one
all
that
these
didn't work.
situations of, I mean, this could work for a lot of them, but you should just let people vent. I mean, it's the holidays. You know, if they're
That's
feeling,
true.
if they're feeling
If you can't talk to
bummed
your-
out, just let
to your
them.
close-
Yeah,
close
just let them
people,
vent it
then-
out. You know.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
but now we can't do that again. Damn it.
I found a way to.
burn that one.
Yeah, my family likes to give me so much crap for not being in a relationship, you know,
Yeah.
or being married. But I found a way to deflect all of that now. Is I just say, oh, dude, seeing this chick.
You're just like, oh. And they're like, that's enough. That's enough.
And then they're like, I was like, well, who is she? I never seen them. Like, well, here's the thing. Like, I don't like to do the whole social media things. It's dumb. So I just kind of keep it to myself. And then I just make up people.
That's fun.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's a fun, like, kind of an improv exercise, really.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, yeah, she does this for a living.
It says this and this.
Yeah.
Like, well, what are you bring home? I'm like, see, that's the thing. Like, her job is like so really. I'm lonely. Oh
Oh, that's fun. That's a fun one. Okay, your medical problems.
Oh. Well, you should always know how healthy or not healthy your family is.
You don't want to talk about your. So you're gonna bring up your IBS at dinner?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Just be like, I gotta go.
I
I gotta leave right now.
Right. Okay. I mean, yeah. I guess then they know.
Mm-hmm. Just be like, my appendix just got taken out. Let's all look at the scar together.
I think like this one is more pertaining to like gross stuff, you know? Because like, what if I don't know if it's something serious. You probably do want to check in. Like,
Yeah,
how's
just be
it
like,
going,
hey.
right? How's
Yeah.
your? I don't know. How's your vertigo?
It works.
Feeling okay?
That's
It works. It works.
It works. That's not bad. That'd be a good thing to
How you
say.
feeling? I don't
You
know.
like again, this should be something that you should talk about with your family because they're your family.
Right after.
Now, if you're at a stranger's house, like if I was in my girlfriend's parents' house, just there, I wouldn't be like, guys,
Your
my
girlfriend's
gallbladder is on fire right now. I wouldn't be doing that shit. But
that's what I don't know. You just not bring it up at all.
Yeah, don't bring it up.
Don't
Yeah,
bring it up
maybe
at all.
not. Depends what it is, I think.
Until
Really.
you pass
all
out
I
and they're
hear
like, "What's
is
happening?"
a challenge that I need to try to do at this Thanksgiving dinner at this restaurant right now. That's all I hear.
Yes, yeah.
Just
You're gonna bring up.
make up some sort of medical thing. That's what I got to do.
Tell me you had to amputate a toe or something.
Yeah. Be like,
You guys
guys,
want to see it?
guys, I got my glutes done. Want to check it out? Plastic surgery. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
And I moon the table.
All right. 4. All about yourself. You're just talking about all about yourself the whole time. This is what I'm doing.
That's bad. You want to talk about yourself, or you want someone else to talk about yourself?
No, you are talking about yourself at Thanksgiving. You're only talking about you. You don't give a shit about anybody else.
Well, this is a thing that like older relatives do, where they only want to talk about you.
Yeah.
That's like
true.
a million questions.
Yeah, that's a thing that like it happens a lot. Like my grandparents,
same
when I
page.
would see my grandparents, they would only want to talk about what I was doing. They wouldn't want to talk
Yeah.
about what they were doing. So in a way, some family members that makes them happy because it's what they want to hear.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
You do. And for us, it's you go home. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
live here and then you go home. So they want to hear about
And
it.
I hate actually talking about myself. I start to get kind of dickheadish.
Tell me more about that.
I'm just like, I don't want to talk about it because they ask you like a gazillion questions, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I want to talk about comedy.
Right. And then half the time you're like, I'm not doing exactly what I want to be doing. So I don't want to talk about what I'm not doing. And-
So how does that work? How do you
I've
get
been
paid? What do
writing
you get
this
paid?
thing
How does
and-
money? How does this?
Dude, trying to explain to my father the business of comedy, it's really hard. Yeah.
My parents are
Yeah.
more interested than my grandparents.
Did I tell you about what he did on my Facebook? When I did a show and
Your
it
dad?
was I was at a show. I did a show at a bar,
Yeah.
and my dad, thinking he was like sending me a private message, posted on the bar's Facebook wall, "Hey man, you gotta keep doing these shitty bars, and then pretty soon you'll do a fucking good club." It's like shitty, not realizing that it was the
It's all still like a nice message though. He's
just,
like,
trying
keep
to be
going,
positive
man.
to me, but like
so
not
great.
realizing he was posting on the event page.
That's
I'm
funny.
like, oh, Dad.
That's so funny.
And I like never said anything. I was like, I just liked it. I was just like, all right, Dad. You go for it, Frank.
You liked it. That's good. Well, I mean, that is still supportive. You don't want to shoot him down when
No,
they're being
he's being nice and
right?
supportive. He just doesn't know how Facebook works. That's all it is.
I know it is an issue.
Yeah, my dad's he's a liker. He likes everything,
Likers, yeah.
But
I
but
would
he
rather-
doesn't understand what he's liking.
That's not how it's supposed to go.
He just likes it.
He just anything
Yeah.
you
if
post.
it's, oh, my name? Okay. Like.
I just drank coffee.
It's all
Like.
sad and stuff, and he's like,
I
yeah.
was feeling really attached. My dad's
Dude,
like,
I would
love it.
I would take the liker. The liker on Facebook is way better than the I'm going to add to your joke person on Facebook, though. That's
Oh,
a
God.
1,000 times better.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's the worst.
I have a thing that's been getting on my nerves lately is that people will either tag or post on my Facebook if it involves an Asian person.
Oh.
It's like any Asian person.
If it's like a video and there's an
Oh.
Asian person in it or something like that. When that Pin Pineapple song came out, oh my fucking God, dude.
I don't know what that is. What's that?
I got the apple. I got the pin. Hey, apple pin. I got pineapple. I got pin. Ooh, pineapple pin. You never seen that video?
No.
Oh my gosh,
don't
it
think
went
I need to now.
viral.
No, I don't
amazing.
think I want to see it now.
And dude, the day it went viral, I was tagged and it was posted on my wall like over 20 times.
Dude.
I'm like, I get it. He's Asian.
You're like, you need more Asian friends, you guys. What the hell?
Yeah.
That's
terrible.
That is annoying.
That is the worst kind of person. You beat me. You're right. That's way worse than tagging joke guy. Slightly racial comment post.
Yeah.
guy.
This happened to me though. I got somebody posted on my Facebook and they were like, "Oh, we heard you on Cube 93 this morning," because they used to do like a comedy thing or whatever. And I was like, "What? Did they like put me on there without asking? You know, kind of thing." And it ended up being Taylor Tomlinson, and I was like, God damn it. So like a bunch of people had posted it and thought it was me just by the voice, and I was like, well, motherfucker, now it sounds like I just sound like her or whatever, and it wasn't me, and now I have to be like, yeah, that's not me. Like that's
Oh yeah, that's the
Yes.
worst.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's stupid.
Tough. It's tough.
Number
Okay.
5?
Yep.
Sorry, we're getting sidetracked. It happens all the time, but it's good.
Sidetracked with old wounds. Something that happened in your past. You can bring
Like
it up. Exes, sure. That
That kinda
time you
goes with all
got
those
too
things.
drunk and got in trouble or something.
And you peed in the bed of your parents when they were sleeping in it.
Fuck, dude.
Did that happen?
I'm the
No,
drunk
it's me.
uncle. I just realized.
Dude, I have been applying to be the drunk aunt for a long time, but my brother has not had any kids. So
Because like in the last 3 years, I realized that I started getting plastered. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Start drinking around my family. Because before, like, I don't know what it was, but I wouldn't want to drink around my family.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm just like, I don't care.
But
And I
then you
just
think
been
about it,
getting
like, who else would you drink in front of? Like, that's the safest place you're going to be in. You know what I mean?
well, because a lot of the times I don't know what I do.
right.
And so, you know, and so like, I'm just like, I shouldn't drink. And then one day I just, my dad bought Grey Goose.
Yeah, like a good
And I was like,
father.
ooh.
Like a party
Grey Goose.
person.
Like a
Yeah, just like
good
drinks for
father.
whatever.
And he
And
took
then
a picture of it and he liked it on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's like Grey Goose.
Grey Goose, look what I got doing.
Dude, I actually think that when I was in Alaska, I drank way more than I ever had for like 6 months because I was in Alaska and there was nothing to do. And it was like 11 days of just being there. My brother's like, you want us to get plastered? I'm like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to do.
Yeah, when my brother and I are together, it's always terrible because we're like the same person and we just like egg each other on. And then now my whole family, we love to drink and we always have, but there was a while where we're like, oh, you guys are still kind of young and are we allowed to and that kind of thing. But now that we all do it, we literally like every get together, we're like, how are we going to get home?
Yeah.
Like everyone is drunk. We have one that's not 21 yet and she ends up having to drive my uncle and my aunt
And then when
home
she turns
all the
21,
time.
that's going to be a serious
Oh
issue.
yeah, we're going to
Yeah.
Vegas for her birthday, which we're going to lose a family member. I'm sure.
That's
like
right.
it's just not.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
Yeah, but this is what happens now. Yeah, it's me and my parents, and we all three kind of look at each other and go, "I'm not going to do it. I've been drinking a lot."
Yeah, me and my little sister are the ones. We're the ones who drink now.
It's party time.
Party time.
Party holidays. Are
'Cause
are you here for Thanksgiving and you go home for Christmas? Is
Yeah.
that how you do it?
Go home like all of December because I do a lot
That's what I'm
of
doing, too.
private Christmas shows and usually they're back-to-back weekends, so I just want to fly back and forth.
Yeah,
just
you can
there.
stay for free.
Hang out.
Relax.
Sit free and just.
Chill.
It's really boring Monday through Wednesday
Where and it's Billings.
in
Is that where
Billings
you are?
because the town shuts down at like 8. No one's really out.
Dude.
My parents go to bed like at 9. All my friends are like married with kids, so they're in bed. And there's not that many single people that I hang out with in Montana, so it's not. And they're like, "Oh, I got to work in the morning." I'm like, ugh. Like with here, like 9:30 feels early to me.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So right now, everybody would be in bed. I'm like, "Ew, it's boring."
Can I ask you a Los Angeles question? Even though you might have gone home every time, I heard this town shuts down in December. Like it's just like empty at the holidays. Is that true?
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the industry it is, but yeah, there's not a lot.
Like,
that,
I mean, I've heard from people like traffic's way better for like a
Yeah.
month. Like everything is like crazy. Like people leave, so it's just like
Right,
like I'm
I
like
was-
oh maybe I should have stayed maybe
Yeah, people-
like almost like
Yeah, you know.
I came back here, I think on the day right after Christmas, and yeah, it was just like,
smooth sailing
Yeah.
everywhere. That's kind of cool though. I really
and
like
even
that.
for New Year's Eve, it wasn't that bad. Finding a lift was really easy.
yeah.
That's impressive.
Russell
yeah.
Peters used to have a big parties. I don't know if he hasn't done one in like 2-3 years, but he would have just invite any comic, doesn't matter, and come to his mansion and then just freaking party
For New Year's.
for New Year's.
I think I've heard of
John Favreau, actor and director, was DJing.
it. You're like, what?
And then
That is a very
Bruce Buffer,
Hollywood
the guy
thing
who
where you're
does
like,
the
why
announcements
is this
for
happening?
UFC,
Yeah.
he brought in the new year.
That's so
Yeah, it was
Dope.
crazy, dude.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think I would like to be here for New Year's at some point this year. I'm working in Seattle, but
I had a question for you. How did we get off old wounds?
yeah, I don't know. Drinking,
drinking,
yeah,
yeah.
that's what happened. Don't bring up drink. So why is it good to bring up the old wounds?
Bring up the old wounds. I guess that's how you eventually get to closure. It takes a while, so if you bring it up and talk about it, then it'll close it down eventually.
I guess.
And like this Thanksgiving, you have to talk about it, but next Thanksgiving, it'll be over.
Okay.
Well, see, for me, it's different. Like, if someone tries to bring up old shit, like, I'm so weird, and my family knows that. that I could just escape from anything they try to bring up.
we get out of it.
Like, I could seriously make that face, make that noise, and then walk away, and they're just like, "Oh, it's Lucas."
And he's out. Yep.
They're like, "What?" And I'll walk away, and they're just like, "Oh, all right."
Well, that's a good way to get out of it. There you go. Now you guys know how to get out of it.
Dude, I think it was good. We think we nailed it.
Good. That was a time. That was
So
a great.
we gotta
time.
do.
We got into some other stuff.
We gotta do the quiz now, and the quiz. We do a dumb internet quiz every episode, and this quiz is which celebrity should you bring to Thanksgiving? Is the dumb internet quiz.
Woo.
So I'll do that. You'll just tell me the
Yeah,
answers,
yeah.
Lucas, and I'll fill it out for you, so it's a surprise. So the first one is you have to pick a side, and there's 4 choices: there's stuffing, cranberry sauce, green beans, or mashed potatoes. What do you want to choose?
Stuffing.
Stuffing for you? Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm gonna choose mashed potatoes. I think.
I only have like one. I'm gonna go green beans.
I like how we all avoided cranberry sauce. Good job, team.
Yeah, we did. We found out like 2 years ago at Thanksgiving. My uncle like makes a big production out of cutting them like in front of everybody. Oh, everyone watch! Oh, take pictures. And then I was like, "Who eats those?" And everybody was like, "Not me." Like no one. Like he cuts them every year, and then we're like, "We have no idea who eats them." And then my grandpa walks over and takes one slice. Like we do this big thing every year, and no one eats them.
Eats what?
The cranberry, like the canned cranberry sauce.
He wants people to watch him cut the cranberry thing?
Yeah. He's like, my family's full of clowns. And it's like this whole, and he's like, oh, cuts it. And then he goes, ready, watch. And then he like lays it down weird. Like it's not good. I'll video it this year, but he's.
Is there a lot of dad jokes in your family? You know what I'm talking about? Like punny?
Some, they're so weird. Like they're so weird. I
This
don't
flies
even know.
into the next question perfectly.
I probably have more of the dad jokes than anybody else in
Really?
the
You're
group.
punny?
As far as the puns go.
The next question is describe your family in one word. So it's good you guys jump right to that. The 4 answers you could choose from are chaotic, laid back, proper, or complicated. So chaotic, laid back, proper, or complicated. Which one best describes your family?
Laid back.
Laid back. That's a good one.
What are you gonna pick?
I'm choosing between complicated and chaotic.
Oh, I'm gonna go laid
Or
back.
actually proper.
We're good times.
I'm gonna say
Everybody
complicated
relax.
only because they're all spread out so much. That's what I'm gonna say that for. Next question is: what's your favorite Thanksgiving Day activity? Watching the Macy's Day Parade, watching football, eating, or taking a post-turkey nap?
I always fall asleep.
You're gonna pick the nap one.
Yeah, just me in front of the fire.
There's never a parade. Fan.
Laid out in the middle of the room.
What is my favorite thing on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it's the Macy's Day Parade, football, eating,
Football.
or taking
Football.
Good choice, solid choice right there. I'm gonna pick eating because duh. So
I
that's
miss
actually what
turkey
it says.
bowls. You guys ever do that? No.
Yeah, I did do that when I would go to Seattle. Still, I love that. I do it on Christmas now. You should come if you're in Seattle for Christmas. I don't know where you go to Billings. Never mind. sorry to invite you and take it back immediately.
Thanks.
Pick a turkey.
Like he was going to change his
pick
plans.
a turkey that speaks to you, and actually you can choose which turkey you want because here I'll scroll down to your page.
I want the hand turkey.
There's a hand turkey. There's a cartoon turkey, and there's 2 regular turkeys. One's really big and one's skinnier.
I like the hand.
You like the hand turkey? Okay, I'm gonna pick the big fat bottom right turkey. Chubby turkey. Now you gotta choose an apron. It says "Let's get basted" is the first one. Hot stuff coming through.
Oh, this is my
Get your
my
fat
corner.
pants ready, or gobble till you wobble.
Oh man,
Which one do you choose out of those ones? I'm gonna choose "Let's get basted." I think.
I'm gonna go hot stuff coming through.
Hot stuff. So which one do you want to do?
The fat party one.
The fat. Get your fat pants ready.
Yeah, fat pants.
Nice.
Fat pants.
And describes your thanks food day. Give food coma. You gotta describe your food coma. So I'm not crazy about Thanksgiving food. I don't eat that much. 1 helping of food is plenty for me. I'm extremely full and just unbuttoned my pants. Or fucking kill me, I can't breathe.
I'm just a 1 plate guy, really.
1 plate guy. Mm-hmm. So 1 plate, 1 helping is plenty for me.
But I eat through the whole day.
I think I picked. What did I pick? I'm
like
extremely
to go
full and I
back.
just unbuttoned my pants. That's the one I had.
That's what you did.
Yeah. Ooh.
I am more of a 1 plate at a time.
Okay.
Well, we usually eat Turkey Day.
Fuck
Who did you get?
Fuck you.
Who did you get?
Beyonce.
Nice.
Yes,
Read the
it's like
thingy.
I wrote this quiz myself.
thingy.
Okay, someone better have that lemonade ready because Beyonce is coming over. Well, she is one to cook. This is the time to pull out all the stops. Make sure to seat our queen at the head of the table because she's fucking Beyonce.
Boom. First time I took this quiz, I got Beyonce, but my answer has changed.
Oh, good.
Yep, it is. I got Drake.
Drake? Who did I get?
So I'm going to tell you in a second. I got to read mine.
Oh.
You're the big reveal at the end. I
Okay.
think you're going to like it.
baby.
Oh, man. Talk about a lit Thanksgiving. By the time your family meal is over, you'll be at the club wondering how the fuck you even got there. And when all is said and done, your mom won't stop raving about how great of a guest Drake was. I mean, in all honesty, he's the best she's ever had. Does that mean Drake's going to bang my mom? I'm scared. You got Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart,
Yeah.
of course.
I hope you and your family are ready to laugh your asses off because you just scored big with one of the most hilarious comedians to exist. Stuck in an awkward chat with your weird uncle who you haven't seen since you were 3 years old? Be careful. Kevin will likely jump into the conversation, making it funnier and weirder than you have ever imagined. How
So
accurate
your
is
whole
that?
family can be like, why aren't you a comedian too? Why are you a comedian like this? Like, oh my God.
How was that?
That was
You think that was
perfect.
good? Is
I would
that
love
who
to have
you'd
Kevin
want-
Hart.
Is that who you'd want to have Thanksgiving with?
Yeah.
He seems
good.
like a
Kevin
nice
Hart is one of
guy.
my favorite comedians.
That's awesome. I'm glad
Like
that worked
before
out.
he became really big, like I watched him his first Comedy Central Presents when he was like really, really small.
Was that the one when he talked about fighting kids and old people?
No, when he's talking about fighting his wife or his wife beating him up.
Talks about maybe that's yep.
Good.
Good. I was very happy with that. It was
That's solid.
wonderful.
I
Okay.
like this.
Charity time. Are we ready? Or are we?
Yeah, I
are we
think we're
good
right.
to-
It's 55 minutes, so
Oh,
we're
we got
ready to go.
some time. Okay. The charity I picked, I saw a lot of people posting about they were interested in helping at food banks or soup kitchens
Oh,
or
okay.
whatever. So I found it's called Feeding America. It's feedingamerica.org. And you can go on and type in like your zip code and it'll bring up the food banks and soup kitchens and stuff in your area that you can donate to or
Boom. I
volunteer
like that.
at. And someone from Seattle that used to work at a food bank once told me that like canned foods are good, but they also need money and like essentials like toiletries and stuff
Oh, yeah, like
homeless
toilet
shelters.
paper,
Yeah, it's like-
toothbrushes, toothpaste, things like that.
that's better stuff to whatever donate.
I like it.
Yes. Are there any charities or?
Yeah, there's an organization like working with. It's Family Services. They part of the reason why I like them is because when my family first came to America, we had $5 and didn't have anything really, and they helped. The church and them helped us out a lot. I had some funky clothes when I was growing up. I had a lot of Velcro shoes and
Dude, that sounds like it should be your thing now. I like Velcro shoes.
I know.
Why can't-
XJ 3000s.
Do they make
They
Velcro
come out
shoes?
Walmart Newlands. $13.99, dude. I saw them yesterday. I was at Walmart.
Oh, I didn't know they had Velcro shoes at Walmart.
Dude.
Looking now and shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, go walk around Silver Lake in some Velcros.
Dude, that
People
sounds
are like,
great.
dude, that dude's savage.
He's doing it up.
You're gonna start a trend.
Is it just like familyservices.org or something like that? I can Google it.
I
and
Yeah.
thought
find
we could
too.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Family
Cool. We'll figure it out.
So I'm going to ask you guys a question since we're on charities. What do you guys feel about like people posting things about them doing things to help other people?
Or like posting that I went and did this today at a charity.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on what it is, really. It's like a lot about me because there's so many of my friends now post about fostering dogs. That's like a big thing that I see a lot of on Facebook.
Or no, what I mean is like, when it sounds where they're like, "Hey guys, just left. Food bank was real cool." Or I saw a
Right.
homeless guy.
Okay. So this is my new thing that I kind of get off on is like I'm like obsessive about charity. That's why I do this thing. I think it's really important. I like really like the idea of really rich people helping everybody. But I kind of like get off on doing something really nice or really cool and being able to have the willpower to not tell people about it.
Oh yeah.
Like
Sure.
I don't know. They're just like something will happen, homeless person or something like that, and I feel good about it. And it's like, but I don't need people to know that.
validation.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that it was good. They know that it was good. That's fine. And you shouldn't be doing it for the Facebook post anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird. I think
I
people
kinda-
Facebook posts.
I've done a
already too
lot
much.
of like I've been wanting to say this sometimes. I'm just like, dude, I've done so many nice things for strangers or just some people in general, but I just never talk about it.
Yeah, that's the way you're
Well, 'cause
supposed
it
to do.
should- I was going to say, I think it should be something that you just do. And some people are still so caught off guard by even little things. When you open a door, when you give somebody your chair or something like that, people are still so like, what? And you're like, why isn't that normal? Why isn't this a normal thing that you do? And it does take, because people do post so much shit, and you just kind of want to post something good every once in a while. It does take a lot of willpower to do something and be like, I'm not going to tell anybody.
Sometimes you think about it like, oh, maybe I can inspire somebody, but like,
And what sucks is probably half the time in their mind they think it's inspiring and they don't realize how shitty it sounds. Being like, I just got done working at the food bank. Hashtag inspired.
or there's just like been times where like, I remember I flew into Billings late. Our flight was late, so I landed at 2 a.m. and
geez.
Uber had just started, and this was like a few months ago. Uber had just started, and so I tried to get an Uber because my parents were sleeping, all my friends were sleeping, and I want to wake up my mom. So I tried to get an Uber, and there's like no cars available. I'm like, what the
And you're like, why is this even here?
So I called call a taxi, and since there's only like 3 of them working at 2 a.m., I had to wait 45 minutes, and then there's a lady with her 2 kids, and they shared the cab with me, but it was cash only. Long story short, I just fucking paid for her shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
At that point, it's just a convenience thing, too. You're being a nice guy, but it's also like, we got to keep going.
Well, no, it's because I got dropped off first.
Oh, so never mind. You are a really good person.
I got dropped off first,
Yeah, don't
and she was in the
tear
front, and I was just like, well, how much is it going to be for her? And she's like, I won't, fuck it, here. Just tell my pit,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
And I never heard from the chick, didn't know anything, you know. I didn't blast it, but it was just like, you know, it felt good.
What you don't
This is
know
the first time I ever
is
talked
she
about it.
painted
I
a
was-
portrait of you, and it's hanging in her house
I was
right
going to
now.
say, what the thought of that, like buying other people drinks or paying for a meal or something like that. I love that shit. But it's so that hopefully you do it for somebody else, or, you know, like that
they
kind of
encourage-
thing. Like she's going to
Pay
remember that
forward.
there are nice people that helped her out, so she should help somebody out when she gets in the situation.
Yeah, it's amazing that how rude people are.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, especially being here. Like, I don't know why. It just
Yesterday-
seems so much worse here. I don't know if that's just like me being
I
in a
was
different place and
smoking
not
a
noticing it.
cigarette walking to Walmart, and I was like, you know, there's a lady probably like right where my door is, and she saw me smoking the end of my cigarette. She starts going, like she's walking to her car. I'm walking towards
gross.
the Walmart, and she goes,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, jeez. And she's like, you can't smoke here, you fucking dumbass.
Jesus.
Really rude.
And you
And I was just like,
"I live
And then you
here,
ash the
bitch."
cigarette on her face, right?
now I'm like,
Total tough guy move.
thank you. Have a Merry Christmas.
That's the funny thing. If
And
people
she just gave me this look like she goes,
if people get mad and you respond with kindness, they don't know what to do.
Well, because
That's
it's
the best thing in
frustrating
the
for them
world.
because they want to make you mad.
Yeah.
They want to piss you off. And
yeah, I
when
don't know.
you
She
don't-
must have had other issues where she needed to take it on me. Like
It wasn't just a cigarette. There's something
Right.
else going on.
Yeah, that's never what it. No one's a bitch for no reason.
I had an issue of severe road rage in Seattle right before I left, where this dude got out of his car at a stoplight and came up and started punching my window. Yeah, and I was just like,
Crazy.
"What?" And also, he was like old and British, so it was kind of funny because I'm like, "Oh, his accent, it's kind of funny." But then I was with a friend, and we weren't getting like, I wasn't mad or anything. I was more concerned he was going to break my window, honestly, because I'm like, then I have to talk to him to get the insurance and all this shit. But I wasn't going to get out of my car, and because I didn't get out of my car, and I was just smiling like, I don't know what's happening. It like he just looked like an asshole. That's all that happened.
Yeah.
And then all the cars behind us, rush hour, Greenwood Avenue, got pissed at him. So I was like, oh well, he got his comeuppance in the end. I guess I don't even know what I did.
And
I
then
still don't
had
know
to
what I
hear
did.
about it for 3 days after that.
Mhm.
So
And once a year, sometimes when there's
Dude, I was
something
at
on
the Seahawks game this year, Niners Seahawks game, and it was week 3, so you know the whole kneeling and Colin Kaepernick thing was
Yeah.
still fresh in people's mind. I was wearing my Cap jersey, and at the end of the game, we were getting our asses kicked already. There's like 2 minutes left. This freaking drunk kid starts kneeling next to me. He's like, Seahawks fan. He's like, hey, how come you're not kneeling, huh? How come you're not kneeling? And I just looked at him like, bro, like I don't even know you.
That's what amazes me
game's
about
almost
sports.
over.
The games, my team
Yeah.
lost. I obviously don't feel good, but you're coming up here just being a straight asshole. Like, why would you do that?
The rub.
He's like, well, why aren't you
thing is
kneeling?
amazing.
And then fucking it switched on me. I fucking freaked out on the dude. I'm like, you know what? I will fucking knock you the fuck out. And the security guard came, right? And he's like, you need to calm down. Dude walks back up there. White dude, right?
Yeah.
I took my hat and I put it like this for the rest of the game, and I kept mean mugging him like this, and just trying to look all hard, like a thug, you know.
Yeah.
And I was with Jose and Ricky, so I got 2 Mexican-looking fools with me. And so he started getting scared.
Nice.
I would have fucked his ass up, though.
I know. Yeah.
For real, dude.
For sure.
You know,
We got to get going because we're running out of time on the...
That was a great point, though. Be nice to people.
Be nice to
just be
people.
nice to people.
All right. You ready? Charities one more time. Let's go over them again.
FeedingAmerica.org
and
Family Services.
All right.
Got
Very
it.
good.
That's great.
This has been fun.
Thanks for having me, guys.
on the podcast.
Yeah,
It's been
thanks
great.
for doing it.
You guys are great.
And thanks
You're
for
great.
the cookies.
Never change. Thanks for the cookies. I'm going to go eat more
Cookies
of
are
them.
great.
Cookies are great.
Okay, bye.
Never change cookies. We love you.